So let's talk about the choice to use mentors. And they appear throughout the series, if you haven't seen it, providing context for what you're watching, as well as the camera style. So both who are they and why we shot them the way we did.
Yeah. So, we wanted to have like a bonding element, right, for our series. We're following these disparate stories. And our stories are about kids you never heard of doing extraordinary things. So we put together kind of like, they really started as like a board of advisors, honestly, like the great influencers in the world of science, technology, and engineering. College not professors, college presidents, and titans of industries. People who are breaking boundaries in robotics.
People whose job it was to go out and find the next innovators.
Right, and all senior people who have been doing it for a while. Yeah. What we did is we asked this whole group the same set of questions. There were like 12 questions, so that we were able to triangulate their answers around common core themes that we wanted to have at the center of the movie. And this is a technique that really is very effective for documentary, and oftentimes a director won't take this into consideration until they get in the editing room and it's too late. They're like, I wish I had asked this other person what I asked these people about. Think about what are those core questions that go to the root of what your story is about, and find a set of characters who can all give a different perspective on those core issues. So that was really kind of how we pulled these people together, how we put our questions together. And then lastly, we wanted to give it a particular kind of look.
Right, it was a sort of camera.
That's right, because we wanted this to sort of pop and stand out as its own thing. Yeah. So in Make It Work, it's very much a handmade movie. The innovators and the kids were filming themselves a lot of the times with iPhones and GoPros. And it's almost like a scrapbook of like, here's how we did it. So we decided that the mentors should have their own kind of rarefied space. Now the funny thing about this is that we spent months, if you remember, doing like all this research and trying different tests of certain kind of surfaces and camera techniques and stealing things from Errol Morris.
Yeah.
They all failed. I guess it was our own scientific method.
I thought we were doing it all with PVC pipes.
Yeah, we had that too. And in the end of the day, we ended up just finding a very simple way of creating a certain kind of lighting, a certain kind of frame of like just simply how we put the camera, and it just sort of that was a little bit more distinctive and stylized, and we found that was enough. Yeah. After doing all those experimentings with trinkets and bells, what we discovered is that there were much simpler solutions that got us exactly where we needed to be.
Which is really what art comes down to. It's a sculpture, and you're peeling things away to find that simplest, most truthful solution. And it really was a way to try and get the interviewee to look straight into camera. That was really our sole ambition that Kern's describing, and ultimately we found our way to do it. Thanks.